Yo, this is badboy 220, and I'm here to talk about Nightmare on Elm Street. Personally, obviously, Nightmare on Elm Street is one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite series, and the first movie has a lot of great young actors such as Heather Camp, Johnny Depp, John Saxon, and of course Robert Englund as quite frankly the greatest horror icon of all time, Freddy Krueger. And the movie starts out with Tina, who played by Amanda Weiss, who we see is running through some sort of like empty parking lot or something. They don't really explain that, but we find out later that she's being chased by some guy with claws coming out of his hands, and we find out she wakes up, and the next day at school, we find out that Nancy, who we all know is the protagonist of this movie, has been having similar dreams. Now that's something I don't get. When Tina first showed up, why would they make everyone think she's the main character? I mean, that's just a lazy plot twist right there. And anyway, later on they are Nancy, Tina, her boyfriend Glenn, played by Johnny Depp, all hang out at Tina's house, and they have, of course, the parents don't want all hang out together at night, so they'll fake their parents out. Anyway, Tina's boyfriend Rod Lane comes over, and he and Tina do the old nasty. But Tina falls asleep again, and of course it's probably one of the most famous scenes in all of Nightmare on Elm Street, the Freddy's first kill. Then we find out that but it's kind of cool actually. The entrance of Freddy is kind of cool actually. He just walks out all creepy with his arms like stretched out like this. And he's like he's walking all casually towards Tina, and sorry about that. And Tina's basically trying to fight. Meanwhile, in the real world, it looks like when he kills Tina, it looks like Tina's trying to fight him off. And she actually gets his face. So I thought it was kind of cool. She actually rips his face off, like puts like a skeleton face on him. And of course, Raza screaming like an idiot. I mean, here's the deal: if you see your girlfriend get murdered, you don't stand there screaming your name like a moron. You get your ass over there, and you help her. You don't stand there like a freaking idiot. Anyway, the next day is Tina's funeral, and Nancy runs into Rod, who's trying to hide from her dad, who is played by the very legendary John Saxon. And we find out later on that Rod's been having similar dreams. Anyway, we later on, Nancy falls back asleep with Glenn watching, and she goes to the police station where we see Freddy looks like he's about to get robbed. So she starts screaming. Freddy starts chasing her around the house, and they have like some sort of weird pedal fight. But this is also one of my favorite scenes right here, where Freddy comes bashing right through the mirror like a maniac. Anyway, Nancy and Glenn run all the way up to the police station. If we see like some sort of force like wrapping the bed sheet around Rod's neck, and dragging him towards the window. Anyway, and make it look like suicide. And here's a question for you: if the guy committed suicide, how is he able to tie the noose outside the window? More importantly, what was he gonna tie it to, and have time wrap it around his neck and just hang there like that? Anyway, after Rod's funeral, Nancy tells her parents about Faye because they don't believe her. They like to hang up. So we then want to see Nancy taken to a dream clinic or whatever it's called, which is put in some. This time we don't see Freddy. We just see Nancy acting like she's freaked out by something. She wakes up. She pulls some sort of fedora hat or something. I'm not quite sure what kind of hat is. If you know what kind of hat is, send me a comment and let me know. Thanks. Anyway, we learn later on that his name is Freddy Krueger. He was a child murderer on Elm Street. He killed about 20 kids. A bunch of parents got pissed off at him. So they tracked him down to some whole boiler and they charboiled him with like flaming cocktails and gas and stuff. Anyway, later on, Glenn tells, while they're walking, Glenn tells Nancy about some sort of dream sequence, which of course we find out later on we seeing Dream Warriors start have some sort of cool powers. And anyway, that night Glenn falls asleep and quite frankly, my favorite kill of all time. Freddy like reaches through Glenn's bed and like yanks him and be like blood splurting out. And anyone not knows it's actually the deleted scene where you have to see Glenn's body rise up from the bed and plop down all dead. And when that basically pisses Nancy off, so she like devises booby traps and stuff around the house. So she goes back to sleep, gets in the boiler room, and during a chase, Faye chases her around, and she pulls him out, and quite frankly, Faye is gullible, and one more thing I gotta point out for this: there's always a woman who beats Freddy. I mean, besides Kincaid and Joey in the third movie, but I'm just saying, I find that kind of funny actually. I'm not saying women are inferior to men. I'm just saying I think that's kind of funny that woman always kicks Freddy's ass. Anyway, Nancy lures Freddy into the basement, but she like throw oil on him or something. She lights him on fire, and she runs. And Faye standing there all like, help me! I'm on fire! And her dad finally comes over and the final Faye is gone. And Nancy runs upstairs and see Faye doing something. And Nancy's mom, like she's choking her, or he's trying to make out with her. And he like throws a blanket over Faye, and Faye's gone. And they see like a Nancy's mom's skeleton just standing there waving. And one last time, Faye appears one last time to try to kill Nancy, but she remember what Glenn said earlier. He said, if you want to be a monster in your dream, you turn your back on, take it away his energy. So Faye tried to swipe at her, and sorry, and then he like he disappears. Anyway, I'm not quite sure if this ending is a dream sequence or reality, but the next morning Nancy goes down. She hangs with her friends. She says about her mom. Somehow her friends come back. Now I don't think she ever explained that in the rest of the movies, but anyway, we find out later that Glenn's car is possessed. Glenn's car is possessed by Freddy, and he drives away. With Nancy standing there, with Nancy like banging on the window, screaming at her. Anyway, next thing you know, Faye's head comes out of the window, yanks her back. And with this little girl like singing that song, 1, 2, Faye's coming for you, and all that crap. And so I want to thank you for listening to my review of Nightmare on Elm Street, and I'll be here during the rest of the series.